Please join me for Ask the Good Doctor, live today and every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 noon Central Standard Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bring your questions.
And here to discuss it all are the authors of 21 Pounds in 21 Days, The Martha's Vineyard Diet Detox, are Dr. Ronnie DeLuz and James Hester. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Happy to be talking today with you.
Oh, absolutely. And to you. You know, I'm always teaching about detoxification because detoxing the body is very important. There are so many types of detoxification methods, and one of them is surely right for you. Now, in this series so far, I've given you the nuts and bolts on the Daniel fast, which is fruits and vegetables and whole grains with no animal protein and only water. And next, we talked about using hydrotherapy with hot and cold showers and baths and drinking distilled water to melt your internal garbage. Then we learned about the Master Cleanse, which is using alkaline water, maple syrup, and cayenne pepper, and the modified Master Cleanse. I know a lot of you all wrote me and said you were so glad to know there was a modified version of that one. Then last week was the discussion in detail of the whole body cleansers, which sweep out every organ. And I am intentionally spending time on this topic of detoxification because a sick body is polluted internally. Yep. And a period of cleansing is the perfect way to hit that reset button and start on a path to a healthier, happier, more vibrant you. Who doesn't want that? So I'd like to welcome to our studios the authors of 21 Pounds in 21 Days, The Martha's Vineyard Detox Diet. Dr. Ronnie DeLuz is the founder and director of the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat at the Martha's Vineyard Inn. She is a PhD, a naturopathic doctor, a registered nurse, a colonic therapist, and Black Girl Magic, apparently, who's been a healing professional for 20 years. And also James Hester, who came to see Dr. Ronnie DeLuz at the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat in 2003. Wow, he was a former record executive who had struggled for years with his weight. He lost 30 pounds on Dr. DeLuz's plan, and both of them live on Martha's Vineyard in Massachusetts. But I want to begin with Dr. Ronnie. You know, I know that the question on the top of the mind of this audience is, how in the world do you lose 21 pounds in 21 days?
Oh, that's easy.
Okay.
I have to tell you this little story.
Tell me.
How I met James Hester
was
when he first came to the retreat. And this is 10, 12 years ago?
Okay.
And I told him, we were going to get him healthy and, get his spirits back and, everything. And I said, well, there's a little problem because, he had a little weight, but he really didn't look like he had a lot of weight. I said, there's going to be a problem because you're going to lose a lot of weight if you stay 21 pounds. You're going to lose 21 pounds in 21 days. And he sort of chuckled and laughed. He says, lady, if I lose 21 pounds in 21 days, the world's going to know about you. He says, I have tried everything under the sun. I'm always in the gym, this diet, that diet, and I never lose 21 pounds in 21 days. And bingo, more than 21 pounds. But so to me, when I told people you're going to lose 21 pounds, that's sometimes minimum that you're going to lose. And it's so sad for me to say the reason why it's easy for people to lose weight is because they're doing all the wrong things.
Yes, ma'am.
Most people are over sugar, over salt, over protein, over carbs, over fat. Now, every 10 years there's always a new craze. Now it's like high protein, high fat. Before it was high carbs, high sugar.
Yeah.
And so we're always giving our bodies like maximum amount of one nutrient. And what our program is the complete opposite. It's maximum nutrition and small dosages all day long.
Okay.
So the first thing that happens is when you say maximum nutrition and small dosages all day long, you don't get hungry.
Yes.
In fact, on the third or fourth drink, if people are saying, do I have to drink this? I'm full.
Okay.
So that's the first thing why people lose weight and like the program, because they learn to not be hungry. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you're cleaning your body up, but at the same time, you're giving your body lots of nutrition. Every single drink that you have during the day has major benefits to it. Like, the green drink has major benefits, the antioxidant have major benefits, the soup have major benefits,
yes.
the enzymes, the probiotics. So by the time you think about all of the nutrients that you're getting in the daily, you 5 days later, you said, no wonder I'm not hungry. Because sometimes what I'll do is I'll do an analysis, a nutritional analysis of what you're taking in one day. And we found out that in one day, you get more nutrition than the average person will get in 1 week with our program.
Whoa.
That's a lot of nutrition.
That is a lot of nutrition.
That's a lot of nutrition, yeah.
Amazing. Well, how were you able to come up with this plan? How did you create this model for detoxification, Dr. Ronnie?
Out of chronic illness, because before doing the detox, I've always specialized in chronic illness.
Okay.
One of my other businesses, is Dr. Ronnie 2121, because it takes 21 days to clean up the body for any chronic illness.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what researchers are now saying? Researchers are now saying that 75% of all chronic health conditions can be linked to toxic material in the body.
Yes, ma'am.
That's amazing. I mean, I would never have said that 10 years ago because they weren't saying that 10 years ago, but I was doing the program 10 years ago. I was doing the program 20 years ago because when I was in my 30s, and I don't want to talk about my age, but way back then, I had a chronic illness myself, and that's how I overcame my chronic illness, by cleaning up my body. So I had to go back to school to learn how to detox my body first. And that's when I said, if you help me clean up my body, heal me first, I'm going to be there, and for the rest of my life, I'm going to be helping people clean up their body and heal their body with chronic illnesses. So that's the first thing that people have to understand. When you are eating fast food,
come on,
and another thing they're saying, okay, now this is new too, they're now actually saying all over, eating fast food causes cancer and autoimmune diseases, diabetes and heart diseases and arthritis and obesity. They never used to say that before, but they're now saying that. And many other health conditions are caused by the chemicals and poisons in our food. We used to be like, shh, hush, don't talk about it. But now, everyone's talking about it, and that's great because you will see that we're in trouble, right? Go to the mall. We're still in trouble.
That's right.
I see people in their 40s. They're struggling. They're obese. They can hardly walk up the stairs.
Right.
They're looking for the elevator. They're in their 40s.
You're right. It's true. It's true. We have these conversations here on this show all of the time. I am so glad that you are underscoring exactly what this audience has heard. Please enlighten us.
Absolutely. You have to, because if we don't continue to talk about how toxic our organs are, because when we download all of these toxins in our body from our food, our colon is affected, our liver is affected, and our liver and our kidneys are cousins, and they're like best friends.
That's
so
right.
If one of the organs are toxic, it's going to put stress on the other organ, and then our lymphatic system gets congested.
Oh, absolutely.
And now what we're talking about is you have a whole body disease, and obesity is a disease. It's chronic illness.
And I love the fact that you have the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat Center for people, a space for people to come and heal. Tell us about how that came to fruition.
Well, when James Hester came to the retreat, over 10 years ago, it was really about body, mind, and spirit, right? It was about people who didn't feel good, people who felt like they had an emotional, they need to have an emotional change, people who was overweight, but they knew there was other things behind being overweight, and that they just couldn't get it together with their health. So let me just go on a health vacation. That's how everyone thinks, right? Going to go on a health vacation. It just happens to be on a beautiful island called Martha's Vineyard.
Yes.
But you can basically go on a health vacation all over the country. It's a mindset.
It is.
So when people come here, they automatically know they're giving up a lot. James always he likes to have his last supper right before he goes on a detox. So a lot of people
wait, hold on for a second. James, what's your last supper?
Well, when I was her client for the first time, it was hamburger, bagel, ice cream, pizza, a lot. But now that I've detoxed several times, I detox 3 times a year for the last 15 years. So it gets less and less the Last Supper. Okay. I've already had Last Suppers.
All right.
So it just gets like some days, some detox, it is a Last Supper, and some is like, I'm ready, I'm tired, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
That's my line.
So I'm not perfect.
But I'm so proud of him because now he knows when to detox. Like, a lot of people, they gain all their weight back. They become huge, toxic again. Their mental status goes way down. They have brain fog, depression, anxiety. Then they go on a detox. But if you've been on a detox several times already, you catch it before you get to that point.
That's right.
Like you'll gain like a few pounds and you go, that's it. I'm done with the salt and the sugar and all that other stuff. I'm done. And then you start your detox again because, see, you can't be afraid of detoxing because all it really means is cleaning up, giving the body a rest, giving your digestive system a rest. You're putting in good nutrition all day long. And the worst thing that people could tell me, and people still tell me this, unbelievable, I don't drink water.
Oh, my goodness. Is that the biggest whiner?
Not drink water. My mouth is dry right now. I'm looking at water right now. I'm ready to get that bottle right now.
Right now.
Right now. You know what it is? Is if you give your body water, just like I said earlier, you'll crave it.
You will crave it.
Yeah.
Oh, I say the same thing. Oh, my gosh, we must be sisters.
And I'm your brother.
And you're my brother from another mother.
I love people who say that they drink a lot of water, and I'm with them for 8 hours, and I've never seen them drink any water.
Or pee. Nor do they pee.
Because I've gone to the bathroom since 1 o'clock 7 times.
Okay.
Because of water.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 hours, 7 times. I was just having lunch with someone, and I said, I'm not doing drugs.
I promise.
I drink water.
And I don't have a kidney issue.
Right. It's water. This is what happens.
Number 6, I want you to nurture your mind. So free your mind, and the rest will follow. I wish I could get some music in the middle of my show sometime. Tremail, please. Now, if happiness and fulfillment is an important piece of the puzzle to true health, then depression and anxiety are the ultimate antithesis. They are. For real. Few things suck your body's energy like stress and sadness. Your mental faculties are overloaded. There's no room for happy thoughts there when you're overloaded. And your sleep and your work and your personal relationships, everything is in trouble. While our bodies are engineered and equipped to sort these things out, like running from danger, our systems can't cope with being in this state consistently. It can't. It's too much stress. And when you're under that much stress, your immune system cannot work. It interferes with digestion once again. It interferes with your sex drive once again. I know a lot of you are going to get on board now that it interferes with your sex drive. Didn't want to hear that. Now, it causes chronic inflammation. It sucks vitality from you. Literally. Like, sometimes how you just drag. I mean, everybody has a draggy day. Like, oh my gosh, what's the matter? Literally like the life has been sucked out of you. Spend more time with nature. Yeah. Like outside, y'all, away from the computer. Hello. You could even take on demand with you in your pocket if that's the case. I mean, don't blame it on us here at Sirius XM. Put it in your pocket and go outside. Sit outside. Get rest. Quality sleep. Go to bed at 10 o'clock. Turn the light out. No light, no TV. Exercise, relax. It's so important. I give myself a spa treatment every single night. You know what I do? I just have a little essential oil bottle that I keep essential oil in, and I put water in it to dilute it. And I just do a few shakes in either my tub or in my shower and let the hot water hit it. And then I come back into the bathroom. It's like a spa experience every single day. My friend, the digital chick, MJ, she said, where has that been all my life? Why'd you just tell me that trick when I got sick? Because if you have eucalyptus in it and it's a steam shower, it opens you right up if you're clogged up, okay? That's a little tip for the day. And she said, oh my gosh, I'm doing it every day now. I said, I've been doing that for years. She could have killed me, but I didn't think to mention it. But that's my little treat to myself. And there's nothing like a bath to nurture your mind. Nothing like it. When I sit in that tub, everything that I experienced, I envision it as washing it down the drain. Period. That's how come I don't understand how people go to bed without taking a bath. Like, really, like everything, imagine everywhere you've been, dragging it to your bed. And like when it goes down the drain with those suds, everything just washes down the drain and all is right with the world after that. All is right with the world. You grease up and put on those nice pajamas, slide into your sheets. Yes. Yeah, everything is okay. Try that to nurture your mind. It soothes everything, calms everything down. Point number 7, prevent your risk of cancer. Prevent. I'm all about prevention on this show. I'm all about restoration on this show because I don't believe that there's any such thing as an incurable disease. So when I'm talking about prevention, 1/3 of most common cancers can be prevented with diet and lifestyle changes. Now, that's what the CDC says. I say that most common cancers can be prevented with diet and lifestyle changes. True story. My bestest friend, she's been on this show when we had the colorism show, Claudette. She has battled, and she said it on this show, that she has had multiple myeloma for 23 years. She was in the hospital and she was detrimentally sick, like to the point where the family said, if you want to see Claudette, you better come to the hospital. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this is my bestest friend. It can't go down like this. I get in that room. I give her a reflexology on her feet with essential oils. I bring some alkaline water, 9.5 alkaline water, and make her drink it. I make it 2 days later. She snapped out of the funk that she's. I'm not saying I did this, okay? And there was a whole lot of slinging blessed oil and anointing oil and praying and laying on of hands and the whole 9 yards, okay? But she snapped out of it. And guess what? Claudette will probably walk out of that hospital. Hallelujah to the Lamb. Hallelujah. Now, multiple myeloma is a devastating cancer of the blood, cancer of the bone. It's multiple. That's why it's called multiple myeloma. But it can be reversed. And she said, look, Joyce, I need you to help me. I got you, girl. I got you. So all you have to do is stop doing what you're doing. Turn around and walk completely in the other direction to prevent your risk of whatever it is you've been doing. So if you know you don't feel good and you haven't felt good, then stop doing what you're doing. Get off that steady diet of junk. Get off of that coffee that you need to have every day at 3:00 because that headache sets in. Get off of that hamster wheel. Go to bed at night. All right? Start telling your friends, no, I need to go to bed so I can rock my meeting tomorrow. No, I can't go out again. Cut back the alcohol. To let your eyes shine, cut back on that wine. All right. Simple things like increasing your intake of fruit and vegetables and reducing processed foods and going through the drive-through. Limiting smoking. Quitting smoking. Okay. Processed meat and carbs help too. Carbs that just turn into sugar. Keep active. That is what it takes. And you will be healthy lifelong. Number 8, healing from past trauma. Ooh. And beliefs that limit you. That just gets me excited. Like I could do a whole show on beliefs that limit you. I met with a young lady who wanted to work with us. And she said no one in her family believes in her dream, which is to do this. And I thought, my darling, well, you've come to the right place. You've met the right group of people. How beautiful young girl. No one in her, but just because no one else in your family has done it. So I just believe that when people pile their expectations onto you, they may sometimes negatively impact you. And you may be surprised to know that your mind has a quality to heal your body. When I went to naturopathic school, our first class was the healing mind. The very first class, the healing mind. That means that your mind can help your body to be healthy. And the first step in recognizing that may be the thought patterns and the belief that have been holding you back. They may be familial. You better go get that good government job. You better work at the post office because your uncle can get you on down there. But you want to do music. But you want to do film. But that the post office is not going to be enough. All right. But thankfully, there are a lot of techniques to help you uncover those roadblocks and to heal. Thankfully, you can get rid of them for good. But like Iyanla Vanzant says, you got to do your work. Did my work. So guess what? So you could do number 9, and that's manifest your dream. Are you living your best life? Is the question I have for you. Are you aware that you could be going about life without using your full potential? How sad would that be? That people are around you who say it's okay for you to, for you to be okay doing exactly what you're doing, but they know that you have a fuller potential, but are not doing anything to help you foster it. All right. I say, get yourself a new room. Get yourself a new room with new people and live your best life. And take the journey of self-discovery. That's the healthiest thing that you can do. When you discover that you love something else. There was a story in the news the other day about a group of 4 professional young men who found their discovery of passion, who died in a helicopter crash in Kenya. But they had discovered a passion for helping others as well as extreme vacationing. I wouldn't call it extreme vacationing, but exotic vacationing. And they were going on a safari and their helicopter went down and died. They were living their dream life when they died. 0 regrets. Who are we to say what's too young? Ooh, that's another show. Number 10, self-care with nature's finest. Move the chemical laden skincare and the beauty products. And I promise you all next quarter, after we do the healthy new you stuff, I promise you we're going to get at the beauty industry. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what's in your cabinet. We're going to talk about what you're putting on your skin. All right. I talk about a lot what we're putting on our mouths, but what are we putting on our skin? Okay. Plants, they are the best thing in the world for our skin. They contain, oh my gosh, aromatherapy and essential oils. I just talked about essential oils and I treat myself to that nice little spa bath every night. It's an awesome thing. It is worthy of us spending more time and more energy on ourselves and what we put in our skin. And I'm telling you, get in your kitchen. Don't be afraid to whip up a little something. I am always boiling something. My husband will open up a pot and he'll go, "What's that?" I'm going, or "What's in a jar?" If I have a little corner in the cabinets now, they know don't go over there because trust me, if I can't soak the label off, the label's still on it. And so I guarantee you it's not what's on that label. All right. I have some tape on it with a black marker on it, written on it, what it is. I'm always cooking up something, cooking in the kitchen, smelling up something or burning. I burn a lot of stuff too. I throw stuff away. It's okay. It's all good. It's an experiment. Life is an experiment. I'm whipping up concoctions and herbs and remedies and juices and berries. But that's what we do. That's what we need to do, that kind of discovery. But we need to make time and space for it. Everybody's such in a hurry in this life.